Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Yu Darvish is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Set and the pitch. Too high, 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when a third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone's going to be awfully small today.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. There's Baez. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
The 1-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Turner on at first. Out. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Standing in, Trey Mancini. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
You know, D-Row, it says a lot to be a power hitter in this game, but this guy's going for a batting title. How about 4 home runs in his last 10 games?
Yeah, you make a mistake to this guy right now, you're not getting the ball back. He is on everything. Perfect timing at the plate.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Hit in the air down the right field line. Kiermaier on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. 1 left for the Orioles. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that one right down Main Street. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2, but yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball.
Against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and a strike now to Bryant. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, and he fouls this one off. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
A runner on first with 2 away. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for the Cubs, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Out of play off to the right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Darvish has logged upwards of 1,400 innings pitched so far in his career, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 1-0 home, fouled away. Marisnick is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. 2 out with a man at first. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Scorched to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Noah Syndergaard is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. One and 0. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
A 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground, and that retires the side. Orioles strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Syndergaard, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
The count now at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 29 driven in. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Marisnick will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Trey Turner. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And there's your first out of the inning. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Striding into the box, Hanser Alberto. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch. Ball. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 to count.
Smoke toward the hole. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Three 3-0, here it is. Little tapper. We'll see if they try for two. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So two men are gone now in the Baltimore third, and the next to bat will be the big third baseman Miguel Sano. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sano, once a Minnesota Twin. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. The set and the 2-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
2-2. Here it is. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Popped him up. Caratini is there. And that ends the inning. Orioles leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Standing in now, Yu Darvish. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Has a look, now the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first down. So it's back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Two balls and no strikes.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. belt, the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with the base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And up next, the infielder / utility man, Ronald Torreyes. From the belt, the pitch. First and second now, one man out. Now both runners are breaking. Behind 0-2 now. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Fastball well outside.
2-2.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Bases are loaded here with one away. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Fouled off. Bases are loaded here. One man out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, kicks and deals. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Schwarber hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The set and the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. 3 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Three-two pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Anthony Santander comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 gets him looking up around the letters. One out now in the Orioles' fourth, and up next the center fielder Jake Marisnick. First delivery to him on the way, and he lays off there 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit softly down the line at first. Swung on and missed. That strike two. The 1-2 down the third baseline, and this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. Big, slow breaking ball. One that drops in for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box, Noah Syndergaard, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
He's set, and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Orioles leave him loaded. They still trail 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined into right, a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Victor Caratini will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box now, Yu Darvish. Now a bunt attempt here. Sano is there, and he'll bring this one in. So with 2 on and 2 out now, let's have a look at our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First offering on its way. In his career, Baez has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. hard hit ball to second. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Hanser Alberto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. He's got it, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First delivery to him on the way. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Goodness, 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. That misses, 1-2. No runs on 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ronald Torreyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. But that finds its way through for a base hit. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Runner at second here with one man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-1. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
To the plate now, Ian Happ, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Shot down the first baseline, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as their 30s. Behind 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Cubs are on top 2-0. So now Carlos Santana.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 1-1.
2-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Swing, and he pops him up, and that's in there, base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
Digging in once again, Jake Marisnick. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the two runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Michael Pineda takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Jorge Alfaro will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 0-1 pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
Smoke on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Row. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. First and second now, one man out. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here now is Trey Turner as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Orioles settle for 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs lead this one 2-1. Marcus Walden enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Pitching for Baltimore, number 64, Marcus Walden.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. Now the pitch.
No, that's down.
The 1-0 home. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. Late square, and this is popped up. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13,
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 8 home runs and 33 driven in. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Two away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch on its way. Walden, a California-born ball player. He was a 9th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2-2 now to Baez.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High and deep to left center field. Santander retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Tyler Olson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So striding forward now, Hanser Alberto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Right to Bryant. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
One gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. First pitch of the at bat on its way. One. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
So stepping in, Miguel Sano. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First delivery to him on the way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. Home run number 56 on the year, as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Here now the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Count remains 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Orioles able to square things up on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ronald Torreyes. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out, nobody on. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
2-2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in and looking for more, Dominic Smith. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hoping to keep it tied, here it comes. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Smith is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 1-2 to Dominic Smith. From the stretch, the 1-2. In the dirt. Throw to third, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. He's set. The 2-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make him pay. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. Jeremy Jeffress has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Anthony Santander will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. The pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Howie Kendrick will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Ready once again, Jorge Alfaro. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the inside black, taken for a called strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down and away, ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Trevor May will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Michael Taylor will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. One out, nobody on. And this is foul tip, so that runs the count full now at 3-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Something we look back on later when the game's over.
Lays off 1-0. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run, 13 RBIs. The set and the 1-0. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Here's Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Ready with the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Alec Mills will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Ready now for Baltimore, Michael Taylor, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Grounded to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Hanser Alberto is on deck. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
In now, Hanser Alberto. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Turner's on his horse on his way to second. He swings and misses. Throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. So here's Trey Mancini. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. He's set. The 0-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Julian Hernandez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Here's Miguel Sano.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Sano carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Two down, runners at first and second. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Julian Hernandez will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Giovanni Gallegos comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here comes the first pitch. Ronald Torreyes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he got him. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. In his career versus this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this, tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
One and one. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Cubs are down in order. Score remains 2-2. We are into extra innings, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Giovanni Gallegos.
Stevie Wilkerson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Stevie Wilkerson.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Into his windup, the 1-0.
2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kiermaier looks up into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took matters into his own hands. Now it's up to his pitching staff to grab the W.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Smith has got it, and the side is retired. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Orioles lead it 3-2. Tanner Scott takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Fouled away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Bounce to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now, Dominic Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And this will be fouled away. Scott has thrown a little over 50 innings and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1 out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Victor Caratini is on deck. And the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Digging in, Victor Caratini. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And a ball 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off a pitch down and away, ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. The 3-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
A runner on first with 2 away. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. From the stretch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it took him an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The O's win their 50th away from home. Giovanni Gallegos gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Tanner Scott earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.